Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net, and this is for May 17th to the 23rd, 2020 for Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the first card I pulled was The Healing Begins. And touch wood, that's what it is, because, well, I do believe that they're starting to ease up on quarantine, and that is when the healing has begun. So the card, the base card, is a very interesting card. It's King of Swords, and I've always read the King of Swords as a change card, a card of conscious choice and change. I could read it as the human being, but I suspect in this case, what I usually read it as is the best choice. And it is a conscious choice to make a change. And what covers it, it's very interesting. It's really apropos. It's the lovers. And in this case, it would be the love as in the general love, not I'm in love with you. It is more that I am at a place where I can feel love. I feel love for, and you don't have to love particular persons, just the general feeling of love. And because there might be times when you're really annoyed with somebody else, because even the masters have fights and arguments with each other, but they get over it, and then they go on. And so that is love. So just loving, feeling love for yourself, giving love to others. It's not the wishy-washy romantic love I'm talking about, but it's very important. And what's behind us is the Nine of Swords, and for many, many people, we have gone through a deep down energy. But the thing about the Nine of Swords is it is the bottom energy, so there's only one place to go, and that's up. So I have been doing a lot of readings for people who are very unhappy, and their life has been kind of miserable, on hold, etc., partly because of circumstances beyond anybody's control. But now we're changing, and this is the card that we're moving to, is the Strength card. And we have developed a greater knowledge of who we are. That's why we pulled up the Lovers, because we're learning from a deep level who we are and what we can do, we can deal with, etc. So we're gaining strength, and that's two major arcana, just as a note. The Strength card is rising above our lower nature, and it's very strong to do that. So the next card I'm going to read is 2, and the Five of Swords. I have read for many years the Five of Swords, as having learned how to deal with the situation, learning how to ride the situation out, gaining tools from adversity. And the fact is, if you look at the card, you can see that that they're moving to dry land. So things are starting to shift in a very positive way. Also, I'm going to read the Six of Pentacles. And that is, after the adversity, you have learned to pull things together in yourself, because you've learned to love yourself and trust yourself and risen above the situation. So you've gone from the stage of self-talk that's negative to having pulled your energy together, and that creates more abundance. And that may not be a money abundance, though that is a money card. It is abundance in new information coming in, new ideas, more clear understanding of what the situation is all about. And I'm going to read the next two cards together too. And it's the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is protecting that which is yours from outside influences. And it could be you're protecting what you think from, say, no, this is not how I do it. This is not how I feel. Or to actual physical events, though I suspect in most cases it will be that you are holding your own against people who do not think or believe the same way you do, which is perfectly logical and right. And to go with that, I'm going to use the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups lends strength, lends balance, but it is a card that is continuing to grow. And it has, you see, the Knight of Cups has the Holy Grail. And the Holy Grail is that which we are looking for. But in every generation or every century, there is a new Holy Grail for us. And I think in this new century, the Holy Grail is personal identity, personal power. But that's just an idea. So what supports us along the way is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is depression, but it's the end of depression, because you can see the sun is coming up, and the swords are shiny from the sun coming in. So things are starting to shift and change for you. And a thing that's going to create more balance is the Ten of Cups, which is joy and happiness. And but it's a mature form of happiness. That's a rather important point. And I've noticed there has been all the card readings for the last 2-3 weeks that there is the promise of a mature joy and happiness, which means basically that we are moving spiritually, emotionally into a new level of ourselves. We do have a great deal of support. The Ace of Wands, you can see there's a hand coming down from on high, helping us transmute our old energy and bringing up fresh new understandings and thoughts, which is again what I've just been saying. And the last card is the Judgment Card. And the Judgment Card, again, another major arcana. The Judgment Card is becoming aware of things that you've never been aware of before, and seeing things in a new light, a new understanding. And actually, this is not a belief system you're coming into. It is a knowing system. And the difference between a belief and a knowing is a belief is, I believe this to be right. But a knowing is, I know this is right. And so that there's a huge difference. And coming out of the dark, and that means maybe we've been blinded by false advertising and things like that, which happens a great deal. People don't seem to have any problem advertising for products that are not truthful. So it's now you're beginning to be able to see clearly that the situation is shifted and changed, and you see the reality of the events. You don't see the belief system in place. You see the reality. Touch wood, a lot. We begin to see this a lot. So healing begins. We've been healing all along, but the whole card said basically we are healing. We're moving up a lot. So allow yourself to go with the flow. Try very hard not to put a destination in mind and say it has to go from A to B to C. Because sometimes to get to C, you need to go from A to D to C. And that, I know that sounds a little funny, but we're in a time when our intuition is becoming a tool that we are allowed to use. And it sometimes intuition does not always follow logic. So go with the flow. If the flow moves you in this direction, go with it. Don't stress that the job I'm looking for isn't here today on the 15th of the month, but my intuition says don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. So it comes on the 18th. That's even though you were told it was going to be there by the 15th. So go with the flow. Follow the way the energy moves naturally, which is not necessarily following the herd. It means following your heart. Okay, and it may be that the flow goes backwards for a bit. Allow that to happen. Okay, and with that, I will stop chatting, and hello, everybody.
Polynesian Princess says, hello, Eliz-sha and Elle. Mama B asks, is Michael still getting off probation parole next month?
I don't see the energy shifting any, actually.
Maria Herrera says, hello. Angel T asks, what does a Scorpio think of me?
Who? I missed the name.
Angel T.
Angel T wants to know what the Scorpio thinks of you. I do. So the he has thought of you. It's not top thing in his thinking. He is aware of you, but it's sort of like, yeah, okay. It's not like he spends a great deal of time with you on his mind. It doesn't have any, I don't get any feeling of dislike or yeah, nope, not interested. But I don't also get a great deal of, well, that lady's really cool, and I really want to spend more time there. Maybe in the future, give it a bit more time, things can shift and change, but you're not at this point. Trying to ask that question is like fishing in murky waters. There isn't actually a real clear answer yet. So it could be that in the future he will go, oh yeah, I really like you. But at the moment, don't hold your breath on things. Don't wait around. Go out and live your life completely. Women have, females, males, we all have intensity of falling in love. And then we kind of mess up living our life for a while. Don't do that.
Nancy P asks, is the Gemini Gay going to reach out to me next month?
Not top of his list at the moment. And next month is still more than 15 days away. And Gemini hasn't really decided yet. He says, yeah, I might. That's the closest I can get you an approximation of what may happen. I apologize, but for him, it's a long ways away, and he's not thinking about it. Okay.
Malipala says, hi, Eliz-sha and Elle, how are you?
We're good, thank you.
Cassie Sue asks, hello, hope you are well. Last night my phone buzzed in my hand and I washed buzzed in my hand and the washing machine started by itself at the same time. Was that something trying to get my attention or electrical issues? Thank you.
I think actually it's your own energy that is waking up and becoming stronger. And when your own energy starts to wake up, it does actually cause a lot of electrical disturbances. I'm going to suggest that, and it's good. It's good. That means you're moving up. It's just your energy's not balanced. So I'm going to suggest that you do some grounding exercises. Walk barefoot in the ground if you can, and pull air, breathe, visualize your feet in the ground, and also carry some stones that are grounding. As I say, granite is my favorite. But be aware this is you, and expect to know a lot more than you. Going, where the heck did that come from? I didn't know I knew that. It's just because you are waking up or becoming more energetically awake. Good luck. And also, if you can learn if you've got house plants or dogs or cats, spend time giving them energy with the intention of health. Okay.
Ariel C asks, will I ever get pregnant by MP?
I didn't get a yes for that. I hope you don't mind that answer, but I did not get a yes for that.
The Polynesian princess asks, can I ask you if Cash will text me? I gave his friend my phone number because I didn't see him, but I'm not sure if he got it.
I don't think he got it. I think his friend is not he doesn't do that sort of thing. He doesn't like
being the messenger.
No. And also, you never know. He might be just a tad jealous.
Paula asks, we've been in lockdown for 2 months. How will it be when Gemini and I meet after the lockdown?
Actually, I think this time there will be a great deal of relief. I think you're going to find that you're very, you finally meet. You finally, oh gosh, it's been so long in the coming. So I think it'd just be comfortable because you know each other quite well. I mean, after the initial, oh crap, I'm meeting him for the first time in the physical, but you do know him quite well. And that, oh crap, won't last long.
Lola B asks, what does Tommy think about me?
So why are you laughing?
What do you think?
Oh, never mind. Lily B?
Lola B.
Lola.
What does Tommy think about me?
Okay, let's do this. So I'm sorry, the guys are not interested in the gals this week, today. Maybe tomorrow they will be. But basically, Tommy says, nice girl. I don't think a lot about her. So if you're looking to find out whether you should move forward or not, play the game. Enjoy the game. Don't get wrapped up in it, though.
AP asks, hey Eliz-sha and Elle, hope you're both well. May I please ask if you think I will achieve the financial milestone I have in mind through business? Thank you.
Yes, it's going to take a lot longer, a little longer than you anticipate, but yes, you will do that, and yes, it will be a good venture.
Lee Chen asks, does Mike still love me?
I got a yes. What I'm getting though is that both of you lack communication skills, and having lacking communication skills usually means you don't comprehend what the other person is saying. So might be a really good time to not just talk to the other guy, but to A, hear, and B, come at it from their point of view. Walk a mile in their moccasins, so to speak. Okay? Because I read a post on Facebook, and it made so much sense. Communication is not the problem so much as misunderstanding. And I watch it happen a few times because everybody goes through their own filters and their own expectations. And that filter may be wrong. We are human after all, and we are known for making mistakes. So not only do you want to communicate, you want to do it with an open mind. Okay.
D Sparks asks, hi Eliz-sha, what does Melissa expect of me? Thank you and many blessings.
Whom? Melissa?
What does Melissa expect from me? D Sparks.
Okay. So I suspect right now, Melissa, is it?
Mm-hmm.
She's a little TO'd because when I talk to her, she's cranky. And having said that, I would recommend highly you just back off for a little while until the emotions have settled, and then go forward and deal with the situation at hand. You cannot deal with somebody who's angry. They can't hear you. You have to wait until the emotions settle. And at this moment, just wait. Just be patient.
Moonfeather asks, hi ladies, how are you? Just wondering if there are any messages from my angels, please and thank you.
Okay, so this is interesting. I think you're supposed to be getting communication. And they showed me a mirror, and the mirror was dark. Around it was light. So the mirror is showing me that you're going to be communicating from receive communication from another level of energy. And dark doesn't necessarily mean bad. That it just means that they're trying to show that it's a different level of energy. Having said that, it's also quite different from what you're receiving from the physical you live in now. So don't say yes until you're comfortable, until you're 100% sure that this is what you want to deal with. It could be very interesting, but this is a very personal energy that will be coming in. So don't be afraid of it. Never have fear. Fear is the only thing that can kill you. in the this way, but be very selective in your choices. Make sure it feels good here before you talk from here. Okay, that's interesting.
Vivia Maharaj asks, "Hi Ian E, God bless. I'm asking it for a message from my deceased husband."
Hmm. So what I saw was him. He's presenting me with a young woman. It could be, it could be somebody who's very, very young, but who's growing, is turning into a young woman. It feels like a daughter energy, and there seems to be a concern there, or a concern, and would like you to put possibly reach out, or pay attention to what's going on with this person. And it could be a daughter, it could be a niece, it could be somebody, but there's a concern. Your husband has a concern for this person, and feels that that person needs a bit of support. And it feels like they're fairly young, at least in his eyes. They're fairly young, and it could be just that they're going through a rite of passage and they need a bit of moral support. I don't feel that it's something major or massive that they need help with, but yes, he would like he would like you to do the best you can to for moral support. And having said that, he honors you. He sort of honors you, and he give you, his heart opens to you. So I believe that would be his way of saying he loves you, and hopefully that's good.
Maria Herrera asks, "I know I asked this question before, but do you see me moving anytime soon?"
I don't see it happening till the lockdown is more completely over. And I realize the people below you are really bullies, but just ignore them.
Tete asks, "Hello to you both. Can I get an update on my pulled ligament? I want to make sure it's healing correctly."
You still need to give it a little bit more of a rest, but it seems to be much stronger than it was. So I would say you're doing pretty good, but don't push it. Not yet.
Aaron Liu says, "Good day, Elisha and Elle."
Hi.
Jennifer Schwab asks, "Hello, ladies. Hope you're doing well. It's my birthday today, and
Happy birthday.
I wanted to ask if my spirit has any messages for me that I may be missing. Thank you so much."
And they're saying you don't miss very much. So they're basically suggesting that you have really good communications. So that's kind of interesting. Sabi was on Sunday. Aaron was yesterday, and you're today. That's a lot of birthdays all in a row.
Well, we in August we have my niece, Danny's birthday, her mother, and then a friend of ours' birthday is the day after on the 10th. So it's like 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's not that uncommon.
It's not, but it's kind of cool.
It is cool.
But basically, they're saying that you don't miss very much. You actually get really, you seem to have really good communications with your guides. So just enjoy that.
Cassie Sue says, it felt like my body licked a 9-volt battery. LOL. Kind of scared the crap out of me, to be honest. LOL. I'll focus on grounding more. Thank you. I'll practice on my plants.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a friend, Elizabeth, and when we first started talking, she lives in Louisiana. My phone would reach out and start talking to her. It would dial without any say so on my part. So yeah, some screwy things can happen when your body starts growing energetically really powerful like that. But yeah, grounding. Probably you want to get rubber-soled shoes for a while.
Eagle Frisk asks, hi, do I have a message from my spirit guides?
I just get a general sense of their pleasure, pleased with you, and that you're tuning in more, and your clarity of tuning into them is much stronger than it used to be. So you're basically you're growing quite nicely. In your endeavors, you're just growing really nicely and clear, and you're clear at the moment.
Malapala says, thank you, Alicia, and L. AP says, thank you so much. Princess Nee asks, hi there, can I please ask how Julian feels about me?
He'd actually wants to spend more time getting to know you a little bit better. And I think it just sounds like there's a potential there. Okay.
Peaches Rabia asks, hi, can you please ask my guides as to what should I do with my pending business transaction with Mr. DY? Thanks.
What you should do. Well, basically, the first thing I got was read all the fine point print twice. I'm not 100% sure that everything will go in your favor. It looks really good, except that it feels like there might be something that was not said, and not said on purpose. So be very, very aware of what's coming down the lane for you. I just get a really strong sense of be careful, really careful. If you've got a lawyer, get a lawyer to read it over.
Yasmin Fox asks, hello, is my next partner going to be my soulmate?
No. I'm sorry, that came through really clearly. No. And you don't really want a soulmate. I mean, a soulmate can be somebody who you're really good friends with for a short time. It doesn't necessarily mean it's forever. And so for the time being, whom your next partner will be your soulmate. Is it the last one? I don't think so. I think you still have a little bit of time before you meet the one you will want to marry. So good luck with that. Be patient. I think for at least till September, you just want to have fun. So don't go at anything with the intentions that this is the one. Go at it with the intentions of, I want to get to know these people and we're going to have a good time doing it.
Joanne Stanley says, Namaste, ladies. Thank you. Bless you from South Africa.
Oh, cool.
Tay says, thank you. I have a quad cane that I have been using like you suggested, and my older sister Haley has been helping me out a lot, so I don't have to get up often. She's been a big help.
That's really good.
Princess Nee says thank you. Peaches Rubia says thank you so much. And that's it, unless somebody calls me a liar.
Oh, wow. I guess that's from going on a little earlier than average. So, unless somebody calls you a liar, I guess we're done.
Yep.
We will be back tomorrow. It could be the same time. It could be a little later. As the same, life gets in the way.
Stay tuned.
We did a interactive yesterday with both Aaron and Elizabeth, and it was really, really good. If you want to see their styles, go back and watch.
On Facebook.
On Facebook, yeah. And Sunday, we did a energy with bioenergy with Nicola, which is very powerful. I would recommend you go back and try that out. Tomorrow, we will have Maddie, who will be doing a meditation on at 5 o'clock Pacific time on Facebook. Aaron will be back on Thursday. Usually it's 4 o'clock Pacific time. And I will be doing these things till Friday. At this point, I can't remember anything more, but we do pop on occasionally. So keep your ears open. And any thing come up?
Jennifer Schwab just says, thank you for the birthday wishes. I am happy to hear I'm paying good attention and listening to them through all of the energy changes, which have been like wild ride. Oh, like a wild ride.
It's a very wild ride, but actually the more wilder it gets, the more you seem to be able to hear them better. So I think you're doing really well. So namaste, namaskar.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
It's been interesting.